to the world. Subscribe now to the Hot 97 YouTube channel. It's Ebro in the Morning with Laura Stiles and Rosenberg.
America, you'll never live up to your potential. You'll never live up to your potential. Hey, yo, and it's so crazy in the Breonna Taylor case. I'm going to tell y'all how deep and crazy it is when you think about it. Breonna Taylor's neighbor
Nothing to worry about.
is white. The white neighbor, their apartment's walls are the reason the cop that was charged is charged. It's so crazy in America. I gotta ask, if the neighbor was black, would they care about that neighbor's walls?
Because the white neighbor complained about the shot in their wall?
Well, no, because that's what the guy got charged with, whatever this wanton soup endangerment is about him shooting willy-nilly and hitting the walls of the neighbor's apartment. And that neighbor's white.
Nothing to worry about.
Breonna Taylor also has a black neighbor. I want to ask you, was any of the charges brought because the cops' bullets went into that black neighbor's walls?
The answer to that would be more.
And I know what I'm saying sounds insane. And we're talking about a part where we're actually having a conversation about bullets going into walls. And that's why a cop got charges. Not because a bullet went into a human's body and that body of that person died. Because they got hit 5 times and one of the bullets was fatal. We're talking about walls of an apartment.
They need to protect their policemen. They're trying to set a precedent.
Well, the precedent has been set and the seed has been planted.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Because now, no matter who you elect president, no matter what you do, you have a whole generation. You have reignited a generation of young people that are willing to risk it all against you and your racist institutions. At every turn, at every decision. Because you're so arrogant, America, police institution, government officials. You're so arrogant that instead of pointing out and fixing your flaws and evolving, instead, like the NYPD, you want to align with white supremacy and racists like Donald Trump when you've never endorsed a president in the history of your union. But right now, this is what you want to do. So be it. So be it. Ashe. Rosenberg, what you got up today, my guy?
I'm going to go right back to the congratulations to America and to Louisville, Kentucky, and to Daniel Cameron, and the disgrace that was the lack of indictment in the Breonna Taylor case. They were congratulated on behalf of my colleagues at ESPN. Let's first hear from Maria Taylor at the start of NBA Countdown last night.
With heavy hearts, we welcome you to tonight's NBA Countdown. The truth is, we're all heartbroken, devastated, and exhausted. The truth is, we're an all-black crew. We're covering a mostly black league, and we just witnessed another reminder of our devastating reality. Black and brown people can be murdered while sleeping in their home when they are neither the subject of an investigation or possess a criminal record. And the police responsible for taking an innocent human being's life will not be held accountable. The truth is, the way we feel right now is way too familiar. But the honest truth is this: our reality in the face of injustice is we are expected to not only show up, but to perform. And like every athlete that takes the court tonight, we will do it with Breonna Taylor's family in our hearts and in our prayers. And we continue to hope that one day justice is served.
And if you thought Jalen Rose wasn't going to get a word in, well, in the midst of a highlight of the Celtics Heat game, here's what Jalen Rose did.
J. Rose, Tyler Hero scored in double figures every game this postseason.
He been putting in work for a young fella. But it'd also be a great day to arrest the cops that murdered Breonna Taylor.
Yes! 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 Yes!
In other words,
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Did you participate in doing something different?
Right, but
Anything. Did you participate in doing anything different?
But this is bigger than blaming the people based on votes.
Well, no, I'm not even saying voting. I'm not even saying voting. Did you participate in your local community to create something different in some way, shape, or form?
Right.
Or did you leave it all up to a system that was built on white supremacy? Because that won't fail you. That will not. Let me tell you right now. White supremacy and racism won't fail you. Because guess what they're doing? Participating to make sure the system works in their favor.
Well, they controlling it.
No, not controlling it. They're participating in it. And, of course, they could control it by participating in it. Let me tell you something, bro. They ready. They lining up, and they coming. And they going to show up when we not.
They who?
And that's they. Everybody that's like everything that you're against.
Everything that
you're against, Shawnee. They're showing up, and they're ready. We're not. That's it. That's the bottom line. Shawnee, that's the bottom line. Shawnee, that's the bottom line. They're showing up.
The money
I
is
see
the
it
bottom
every
line.
day, Shawnee. They showing up. They lining up. They're going to be there, and we're not.
They who?
That's the bottom line.
They who?
Who do you think,
Everybody
Shawnee?
that you are
supremacists?
against, Shawnee. Everybody that you are against, and you sit there and you go, oh, they this, they control that, they do this. They're showing up. Voting day, they showing up. We're not. Bottom line.
And
I
that's
think
why-
it was Virginia
That's why
last week.
Breonna
Shawnee-
Taylor ain't catch it. That's why she ain't
Shawnee,
get justice.
yeah, but okay, right? It happened to Breonna Taylor. So then what happens when everybody sits back and they go, oh, look what happened. There was no justice for her. Guess why? Because they're controlling the system. Why are they controlling the system? Because they show up.
No, because the people in control.
No. They show up, Shawnee.
They who?
It's
You
bottom
talking-
line. Yo,
the white
Shawnee.
people-
Shawnee.
Yo, Kast
They show up.
going in.
These Trump supporters, you think they out here doing their little Trump parades in their trucks and their boats. And
They
y'all,
got a boat joint. They
But
got
guess
the
what?
boat joint now.
But
The
guess
boat's
what?
sinking.
Just like they're showing up for those boat things and those truck things and their rallies, they're going to show up to those polls on voting day. Just like that. And we're going to sit here, we're going to talk, oh, blah, 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 and we ain't showing up. Bottom line.
Right.
That's
So
it.
it's the voting system. That's it.
You can't sit there and say they're controlling the system when we're not showing
No,
up.
I'm just asking. That's it.
No, but you can't.
No,
You
I'm
can't say
asking.
that. You can
Well,
never
now
say
you guys
that.
are arguing past each other. Is that it, though, Kast? Do you think it's the only
that it?
problem, or that's part of the
That's the
problem?
biggest problem.
That's the biggest problem.
You can't sit
voting.
there and be like, yo, they're controlling the system when we're not showing up to
No, the
even
system
attempt.
is
I mean,
screwed.
I
I'm saying the
think
system-
I think if we okay, so
screwed,
let's
yeah.
look at it on a local level. Let's bring it back local, and let's look at what Erica Ford has done for the last 20 years.
Okay.
Let's just do that, right? Where Erica Ford and her compadres and people in the community are seen by this city as the entity that can go out here and not only get money to make communities safer, provide jobs in line with providing opportunity within communities, and hold police accountable. Because they're on the scene. They're there.
And
that
because
was
the
bit-
people who are elected here actually, they may
Look
not
to
be
them.
perfect, but they respect them. They listen.
Got it.
They trust them to some
And,
degree.
and then we can say, and now we've gotten to a point on a local level where with Statute 58, we could go, this officer right here, based on these actions that were complaints by the community, needs to be reviewed. Now, is the union still in the way? Absolutely. The same union that is aligned with Donald Trump. So now you ask, okay, so how do we deal with that? Let's keep an eye on that union contract with the city. When is that joint up? Because as people who live here, we pay attention to that contract, and when it's time to renew that contract, I'm not sure it's going to get renewed. But the way we do that is by making sure we vote and elect people in city council and a mayor that we can hold accountable.
Because in this specific case, Shani, you're talking about it all came down to Daniel Cameron in this specific case. And Daniel Cameron's allegiance, regardless of skin color, was to white supremacy. That specific election right there for that person. So, because we've seen there since this whole thing.
He spoke at the Republican National Convention.
Yeah.
Trump just called him a rock star or something. Trump was like, yo, he's a superstar. And remember.
And did you guys see that he's on the short list, too, for Supreme Court Justice?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yes. Is it him or Mitch McConnell? Daniel Cameron or Mitch McConnell?
I think Mitch McConnell.
At any rate.
Either way.
Both?
At any rate, Daniel Cameron presented the evidence to the grand jury. So whatever he did or did not present is how the conclusion gets here. You feel me? So, listen. Like I said the other day, you can keep paying your money. They keep taking your money, and you can keep taking your money, and you could just keep asking questions and being like, "But hey yo," or you could do something.